My name is Steve Hoffart. I own Magnolia Pharmacy in Magnolia, Texas. Magnolia, Texas is located about 40 miles northwest of Houston. I've been an American Pharmacies member since about 2013. One of my friends that was an American Pharmacies member said, you really need to check out this organization. The majority of our new members come from a referral basis. It's easy to sell something you believe in. It's easy to sell something you have passion in. And selling American Pharmacies is probably the easiest thing that we have to do in terms of referring a member to be successful in their pharmacy practice. The only way our profession will survive is through advocacy. Advocacy is about relationships, and I think the one thing that every pharmacist has across this country, and especially the members of American Pharmacies, is relationships with their legislators, whether they be on a city, state level, whether they be on a federal level. And I think the main thing that American Pharmacies does, it fosters, encourages, and educates their pharmacy members to be involved. Because we've seen we start on the bottom, we work our way up, we develop champions, and then we take those community of relationships to put together to basically solve problems and the many problems that we are challenged with nowadays in the pharmacy world. And I think American Pharmacies has made a commitment like no other buying group to make sure that advocacy is something that we're not only successful with, and like I said, educated with, but make sure we have the tools to make sure we're successful in those relationships. If a buying group is only looking at selling me the drugs at the cheapest cost that I can buy them at, then I don't think that's the buying group for me. In today's world, I know for a fact the days of just filling prescriptions is gone. And I think we've all got to look at all those different avenues that we can be successful in terms of doing something other than filling prescriptions. And whether that be compounding, whether that be 340B, whether that be long-term care, that's sharing ideas with other members and trying to come up with the best ways to be successful and have other revenue streams that will allow us to pay the bills other than just filling prescriptions. I think American Pharmacies has been on the forefront of trying to go out, examine, and look at different ideas. I know many ideas get brought to American Pharmacies. I know they're highly vetted. They're looked into to make sure, is this a true partner that we want to be successful with all our pharmacies? I know the commitment to excellence, and we only want to bring excellent partners on board. And I think that's the part that makes American Pharmacies very unique in the marketplace. Nobody else is doing that from all the other buying groups. To me, RX Compass is really like it's kind of like the Google for our pharmacy operations is kind of how I look at it. And unfortunately, the challenging marketing times that we have right now with PBMs and reimbursement, we have to have a way to analyze that data and make the best business decisions for our pharmacies. And I think that's what makes independent pharmacy unique, is we're all unique. We all have different niches. We all have different clientele. And RX Compass allows us to shift the short and to make that data work for us to make good quality decisions about how our business can operate. Because unfortunately, we have to make tough calls right now to figure out what is the avenue I want to go after. We only have so many marketing dollars. We only have so much time in a day to focus and target certain patients. And RX Compass gives us that ability to go look at the best segments of our business that we're the most profitable with and have the best success in terms of being and running a successful pharmacy. The common qualities that I see are successful, integrity, trustworthy, compassionate, and caring. And I see that across the board. And I know I myself look at that for my own employees. And what's really awesome is to go spend time with other American pharmacists across our country, even though we're from the most urban areas to the most rural areas that we may be in the middle of the largest city in the United States. And to see those common qualities basically be the number one focus that everybody has. And I think that's a real plus and a real advantage, because we all know we're rowing the boat in the same direction. We're all committed to the success of our profession. Cool thing is when we started out with a small buying group of 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 pharmacies here in Texas, and now we're at 700 pharmacies across the country. And what's really neat is like, everyone I meet, even though they may be from Minnesota or they may be from Tennessee or even California or Florida, they all have the same mindset of equality, upright, do the right thing. We're going to get through this mindset. And that means a lot to me, not only to be on the board, but also just in terms as a member pharmacy as part of American Pharmacies. There is no other organization I feel that is committed to make sure independent pharmacy is successful in our country, not only today, but in the future. And that is something to the heart and soul of what American Pharmacies is all about, is their commitment to make sure that that happens, not only in my store, but every member store that becomes a member of American Pharmacies.